Okay, alright. Even not. I forgot Mr. Poop, Professor Poop. Need to remind him. Okay, so now we're introducing to the fun, we're having fractions now. Okay? Okay? So the same idea, whatever we do to one side, we do to the other side. We want to get the x to one side, the numbers on the other side, but we got fractions. How do I deal? What do I do with fractions?
So you get the same.
The lowest common denominator, right? We want the lowest common denominator. What's the lowest common denominator? 12. Okay, so from 4 to 12, I had to multiply by 3. So I must multiply the top by 3. So it's going to be 3x. From 3 to 12, I multiplied by 4. So I need to multiply the x by 4. And I've got to keep that minus. Don't lose that minus. Okay? And now, I can just write that as 2. I leave it like that. I don't have to put them on a common denominator. You'll see in a minute. Let me just finish this volume. Okay, leave them as 2. I know maybe last year I told you something else, but you don't need it. Okay. Now, what is 3x minus 4x? Minus x divided by 12 equals 2. What do we do now?
You take the 12 over.
Okay, but I don't. How do I get rid of the 12? You time. But I don't want to get just of the 12. I want to get rid of the minus. So what should I multiply by? Negative 12. And that will get rid of the minus because minus times minus is plus, and it will get rid of the 12. So x equals minus 24.
So that's
Okay? I'll just pause here for questions. Alright, so let's do another one. Okay, let's make it a bit more clear. I've got 3x over 4 minus x equal 1.5. So the first thing, I chose that example.
put x over 1.
Thank you very much, Luan, okay? Because the problem is it looks like there's no fraction. How can I talk about lowest common denominator? So you remembered very correctly, I know that you can always divide by 1. Okay? So what will be the lowest common denominator? 4. 3x will remain the same. And then? Minus 4x.
Oh.
Yeah, because I have to time the 1 by 4, I have to time the x by 4.
So it's still negative x at the top.
Yeah. Okay? Now, here, I personally like to convert that into a, what do you call it? A naughty fraction. Is naughty. It's a naughty fraction, improper fraction. It's not proper fraction, okay? 3 over 2, okay? Now, you can change that into, what's that, 6 over 4 if you want to have the same thing. You can do that, okay? You can do that. But you don't even have to. Okay, what is 3x minus 4?
Negative x.
Negative x over 4. That's equal to 3 over 2. Now, okay, you guys told me. I'll go with what you want to say. What do you want to times? Okay, you guys don't like here, I personally would time by minus 4 straight away. But for the sake, I know, but these guys don't like it. Okay, so let's go slowly. Let's time it just by 4. Let's just time it by 4. Okay, if we time it by 4, it's going to be minus x. We didn't get rid of the 4. Sorry, Finkel. We're going to have to be a bit patient. 4 times 3 divided by 2. Can I do it in my head? 4. I'll write it. Okay, 12 over 2. Yeah, right. So we're going to write minus x equals 6. Okay, but now we got to get rid of the minus.
So just swap it.
So swap it, x equal minus 6. You see, we got to keep everyone happy. Okay? Alright? Okay, what I would like you to do now, have a go at the last one. Have a go at the last one. Okay, so there's one more exercise here that I want us to do. And I've written, it looks weird, we have the same exercise. And the reason why I wrote it twice is that I'm going to solve it in 2 ways. The one way, like Twenga did, and most of you will do, I'll show you, and it's fine. But then I'll show you a way which is, it's the same way, but it's better. Okay, but you decide which way you want to do. So if you just, you listen to what us teachers told you, and you got a fraction, you remember what Luana said, that we can just divide that by 1, and then we find that lowest common denominator, which is 5. So we're going to write 20, so we'll put it all about under 5, over 5. Okay? Now, the 2a minus 1 was already divided by 5, so we don't need to do anything to it. Okay? Leo's asking, do we need the brackets? We can put brackets, but you don't really need them because we're not multiplying. If we had to multiply, let's say by 2, then yes, you'll need the bracket. But because we're not multiplying it, you don't really need it. Okay? Now, the 1 here got multiplied by 5. This one you need brackets. Then you need to do, okay, plus 5 times minus a plus 5. So I had to multiply all of that, and I put that in brackets and time it by 5. Why? Because we timed 1 by 5, we must have a 5 there. Okay? I didn't write the brackets, but he just did it in his head, and I think he did it right. That's equal to 0. You can write 0 divided by 5, but you don't need to. Kanisa maybe would like to also have divided by, you don't need to, it's just 0. Okay, now we're opening it. 2a minus 1 plus, what is 5a times minus?
5a.
It's negative 5a. You see, Quentin did that in his mind already. Plus 25. I think so far he did right. Divided by 5 equals 0. Remember that we group them. 2a minus 5a.
Negative 3a.
Negative 3a was where? Okay. Negative 3a. And plus 24. That was another mistake that you did there. Right? Because you got 26. Divided by 5. Okay, what should we do now?
Times
Time by 5. To get rid of that 5, we times by 5. Minus 3a plus 24. Now the nice thing is 0 times anything is 0, so that doesn't change. Move the 3a to the other side.
Yeah, that's what I did.
3a equal 24.
That's exactly what I did.
What?
I know some, okay, Luano, did you do the minus 24 to the other
No,
side?
so I heard you say move the 3a over.
Yeah, which is what I did. I did plus 3a. So in effect, I just moved the 3a to the other side. 3a equal 24. A equal 8. I'll just stop here for questions.
Yeah,
But, I want to show you slightly, it's not easier way, that's the way I would do it, okay? I would personally, instead of getting it all on the same denominator, first of all, move those guys to the other side.
Both of them.
Both of them. How would I move the a and the minus 5? I'll do plus a and minus 5 at the same time. Okay? I would personally do it. If you're not happy with that, you don't have to. I'll write 2a minus 1 divided by 5 equal a minus 5. You say they just jump to the other side. Now what should I do? I'll just time by 5. Exactly. I don't even need to do lowest common denominator. So I'm going to write 2a minus 1 equal, if I want to be careful, I will say 5 times a minus 5. But like Twenga, maybe I can do it straight away in my head. I think you did it here. You can say, okay, that's 5 times a, 5a minus 25. Okay? Now, again, I like to have positive a's, so I'm going to do minus 2a. I'll move the a's to here and the numbers there. So I'm going to write minus 1 equals 3a minus 25. And then I'll get rid of the 25. 3a equal 24. A equal 8. I don't know if it's quicker. I don't know. Maybe I wrote it a bit smaller. So
That one's more confusing as well.
you choose your way, guys. But to be a good mathematician, the more ways you know, the better you are. Okay? Then you can choose what's the best for you. But if you can understand how to solve something for more than one way, you are creating more connection in your brain. Right, that's it, guys.